Hey everyone, welcome to the Wreath Workshop. I am Ashley Greenwood. I have an online floral shop where I sell wreaths and bows and lantern swags, and today we are going to be making a super cute summer arrangement with all of this goodness in here. So welcome, come on in and say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. Again, this is Workshop Wednesday, where I go live every Wednesday at 4 o'clock on TikTok, and I just share with you some of the fun things that I'm making in my wreath workshop. So let's talk about what's in my little basket of goodness. First, we're going to start off with a little white metal water pitcher. I got this from Hobby Lobby. I filled it with floral foam. You may have seen that TikTok video where I just used spray foam to fill my container. I filled it about 2/3 of the way full. It's all dry and ready to go. So we're going to be using this for our container. Came from Hobby Lobby. It was $10, but you know I didn't pay $10. I'm sure I got it half off. Our florals that we're going to be using today are going to be really pretty geraniums. I love geraniums. To me, nothing says summer like red geraniums. I always have them on our front porch. So I wanted to use those today. This is a big bush of geraniums. These came from one of my wholesalers called Sims Pottery, but you can find geraniums anywhere. Hobby Lobby, Michael's. Some really pretty red geraniums. Not going to use all of them, but we'll use a good bit. Next, I wanted to add some white. I always add white to my arrangements, really to anything I do. Here's some pretty daisy bushes. Both of these came from Michael's. These are different than this bush, but I just grabbed things that I wanted to use today to go with it. So we're going to add these to our really pretty red geraniums. Look how pretty that's going to be. Really pretty for summer. And then to add some interest, I grabbed some of these yellow berries. Kind of reminded me of the Stars and Stripes with the yellow stars, gold stars. So here we go. Here's this. And then I have some greenery. This came from Hobby Lobby. Thanks for the hearts. I appreciate it. This was $16 at Hobby Lobby. You know, it goes on sale half off every other week. I liked this because it also reminds me of a summer greenery or summer plant that you would have. This is some great garland that I'm going to cut apart and use. And then some other random greenery that I got from around the Wreath Workshop. And I think I'm going to add a bow. I'm going to use this really pretty red and white polka dot ribbon that I got from Hobby Lobby to make a little bitty bow. All right, so let's get started. And the first thing that I'm going to do to get my container ready, well, first I need to turn on my hot glue skillet. I use a small electric skillet to melt hot glue sticks in. It just works better for me. If you don't want to use a hot glue skillet and you would rather use a glue gun, go for it. You do whatever works best for you. Everyone always wants to know what type of glue sticks do I put in my hot glue skillet. This is it, Gorilla Glue. You can get these at Michael's, Amazon. If you go to my bio, you can see where I have Shop Like Ashley on Amazon. I've got them linked up for you. And the electric glue skillet is also linked up on there. So I always turn it all the way up to hot until it melts, and then I turn it down to get my to get my glue the consistency of honey. This is a huge Lazy Susan that I bought off Amazon. I did not realize it was so big, but here we go. So let's get started. First, I'm going to add a little bit of green moss to the top of this. All right, so first I want to get started with my focal flower which is the red geranium. Aren't these really pretty? And you can see this one is a little bit, it's kind of risen up just a little bit above the top of the container. That's not a problem. I would not cut that flat because I can just cover it with a little bit of moss and you'll never know. This container came from Hobby Lobby. It was in their spring section. It's really pretty. I think I may make my mother a Mother's Day gift out of this. So I have two choices to choose from for my daisies. This is two really long stems. Both of these came from Michael's. They were $2 a piece. Let's use these. I really like these because they have the little fuzzy blossoms on it. All right, next I want to add, isn't this pretty? Won't that look pretty in there? Kind of like coming out of the bottom. Let's add just a little bit. Now this is what I consider a little bit of a pricey bush. It's $16 at Hobby Lobby. Yes, you can get it on sale, thank goodness, but that's kind of pricey for one bush. So I always buy it on sale. And I try to use it sparingly. Like I'll try to just use half of this. I want to add a steel pick to the bottom of this stem. Let me bring over my steel picks machine. Move this out of the way. So a steel picks machine is something that I didn't think I needed for a really long time because it's really heavy, it's very pricey, and I just didn't want to pay for it. But once I got it, I love it. It is like, makes, especially with flower arranging, it just makes it so much easier to do. So you put your stem down in there, and then it puts an extremely sharp steel pick on the end of it, and it just goes down in your arrangements easier. It's really sharp though. Okay, let's see. So this is my front, and I'm gonna put just a little bit of glue down in the middle. So it's coming out. Such pretty color. Okay. Now again, I'm only trying to use about half of the stem, if that much. I actually got this from my mother, my grandmother, my Meemaw, and I've had it forever. This is what I used to make bows on. You can get it on Amazon. I have it all linked up in my Shop Like Ashley links in my profile, because that just makes it easier for you guys if you're trying to find something. I mean, I would much rather just go to where someone has it all listed out for me. Here is our pretty little red and white polka dot. This came from Hobby Lobby. It is wired ribbon. It's not unwired. I never use non-wired ribbon. Cute on the back and the front. Let's see. I'm gonna make a tail first. So sometimes I call them streamers, sometimes I call them tails. So this is going to be a 6-inch, no, an 8-inch tail. Put it down in my Easy Bow Maker, just like this. So we've got 8 inches on this side and 8 inches on that side. I'm gonna take my ribbon spool and drop it on the floor just to get it out of my way. Next, I'm gonna make a 6-inch. No, I'm gonna go ahead and do 8 inches because I can always cut it shorter, but I can't make it longer. Give it a little twist. This is gonna be an itty bitty little loopy bow. I'm gonna measure my loop out to 4 inches. Give it a little twist. Now, if you want to learn how to make bows on an Easy Bow Maker, I have a tutorial for you. It is a video tutorial, super easy to follow. I go step by step, and I have written instructions to go with it. It is available in the links in my profile. All right, so I have 2 4-inch loops on one side and 2 4-inch loops on the other. I think I'm going to keep going. I'll do 6 total 4-inch loops. And cutting my tail to 8 inches. Okay, so right now you can see that I have 4 8-inch tails or streamers, and I have 6 little loops, 3 on each side. holding pressure in the middle of the bow maker. Gonna get a skinny zip tie to hold all of that goodness in place. Some people use pipe cleaners, and that's fine. I used them for a really long time. And then I saw another maker use these zip ties, and I noticed how much the bow loops popped, so that's what I use. So here's my little bow. All right, now, here's the question. Now the dog's growling. Hush. So here's the next choice I have to make. I kind of like the look where it's just a few of the daisies with the geraniums. It looks really pretty. I might add one more geranium right here. And then instead of filling it up with more daisies to make it really compact, I think I'm just gonna add some of this baby's breath garland and see how it goes. I really like it. It is really cute. I have just a couple of pieces of these left, and I don't want to set it aside. I just want to go ahead and use it in the arrangement. So I'm gonna find a spot to put these things. That is it for our super cute little container. I love it. You can still tell it's a watering can, barely. It will look really cute on a front porch, in between some rocking chairs. Very cute on a picnic table if you are having family and friends over for Labor Day, Memorial Day, 4th of July. I love making little arrangements like this. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I am Ashley Greenwood. I have an online floral shop that I host on Etsy, and I also teach tips and tricks for wreath making. I would love for you to follow along so you can keep up with all the wreath making shenanigans. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye. See you next Wednesday.